Silver newsflash. Can also call it gold newsflash as well. Silver and gold have done very well today, my friends. Like I said last week, this is the week we're going to start keeping our close eyes on silver and gold, especially silver and gold. We're going to get an update on this huge hoard. What did we find already in book number 1? What happened today? Gonna let you know. Help me out with the thumbs up. Please like the video. Share the video out. Make sure you subscribe to this channel. We're almost at 9,200 subscribers. As soon as we hit 10,000 subscribers on this channel, we're gonna do a big giveaway. How soon is that gonna be? That's all up. Depends on you. Share the video out. Share it on your social media. If you're not yet subscribed, come subscribe right now. Let's get into it right now. Silver, gold. Very good day today. Silver's over $51 an ounce. Gold's pushing $41.66 the last time I looked at it. Getting close to back to $4,200 for gold. Yeah, it's been a little bit busy today at the shop. Even though we're about to hit Thanksgiving here. People are starting to come down for the holiday. And people are starting to buy a little bit more. And I went through book number 1 of the silver bars today. We put 5 on the side for now. 5 that I can't research. I try to research them. Nothing pops up on these 5 bars. It happens from time to time. So we're going to get another shop involved probably next Monday after the holiday and see what they think about these silver bars here. We put them on to make sure they were real. We put them on the XRF. It came back just fine. All real silver. We weren't worried about this guy at all having fakes in his stack. He knew what he was doing. So the woman, the wife, and the stepdaughter came in. We paid them out for the 90% silver in another check. And we just did a drop payment for now. Just a generic payment for now. But we also had a little bit more money for them as well. We handed them another $315 in cash. That was the difference so far we were able to pay from book number 1. I still have 2 more books to go through of silver bars or rounds. We still got to go through the 90% silver, so they could get a little bit ring up on that as well. But they would have been out $315 from book number 1. Now I got apology from the older lady today when she came in to collect the other check. We had $315 in cash. This stuff is starting to move already at the shop. We're busy pricing it out, putting it in generic bins. Most of it's generic. There are a lot of Christmas bars. Some of it's Valentine's stuff. Some of it's Easter stuff. Some of it's Halloween stuff. Probably have to hold Halloween stuff back until next Halloween. But it's really not a big deal. We just throw it in there. Kind of separated it on trays for now. And people are starting to buy it up. We sold a couple expensive ones today already from this lot. This is why I'm so adamant to have people give us our address, to give them an address, especially in a situation like this. Look, I don't care if they're moving to California. I've seen a couple comments. People say, why the heck are they moving to California for? Look, that's none of my business. Why are we concerned of where they're moving to? You know, really, at this point, who really, if that's what if that's what she wants to do, that's fine. I'm not going to put people down. They want to move to California. California's a nice state. A little expensive. I get it. I get that threshold. It's a little bit expensive. If you hear noise, I apologize, but we're going to keep going with this video. It is what it is, my friends. So, when we, let's just focus on what has transpired here. That's all we need to focus on. What has happened. Not where she's moving to. Because that's really none of our business where she's moving to. Why she's moving there. Let's just focus on what happened, on how we handled the situation at the shop. An update on the safe. Our owner was able to get him about $2,200. He figures, this is what he told him. He said, if I get $4,000, I'll send you a little bit more money. He says, I don't know where this is going to fall into yet. So he gave him a base pay for the safe right now. We don't know what brand it is. We think it's a Harrington safe. We think. But there's no markings, and we won't be able to tell if there's any markings on the bottom until we hire some people to go get the safe moved to his garage for now. He took a couple pictures. We're going to put it out there at the shop tomorrow. Safe for sale. Maybe we can work out a deal. Maybe we can find a buyer before we get that moved out this Friday here. And just have them go pick it up themselves. We will see what happens with that. But right now, like I said, $315. They got a bunch of 90% silver. They got peace dollars. They have Morgan dollars. We have not gone through this stuff yet. We're going to start working on, the young girl is going to start working on the 90% silver tomorrow. She's back tomorrow. She's going to start working on it tomorrow. Timmy is going to help us with that tomorrow as well. And Timmy's doing fine. The other guys are doing just fine. I know people like to hear about Timmy because he's 101 years old coming in the coin shop. Nothing wrong with him. Don't need no walker. Don't need no cane. He's as happy as a little kid. So he's doing fine. He won the competition with the game. So the guys took him out to lunch this afternoon. I think they went to a fancy restaurant. And it's like $40, $50 a plate. This, whatever. They got the money to do it. Let him have some fun. So Timmy says, I'll come help you guys tomorrow with the coins tomorrow. Fine. If that's what he wants us to do, that's fine. I says, let us, and our owner says, let us pay you a little bit. No, I don't want no money. Well, fine. But we would probably do something next week. Throw a little pizza party next Friday or something. Help the guys out for helping us out. One guy really is not interested in it, so maybe he won't come in tomorrow. The other guy said they would help too tomorrow, so maybe the other guy will stay home. I don't know. Maybe we can get him to help a little bit. Maybe. So, moving forward, try to find yourself a good coin shop, my friends. Most coin shops are very, very good. When you see vintage stuff like this, Christmas rounds, holiday rounds, Valentine's buzz. It's not something you should stack a lot of, in my opinion. I got some, but I tell you, really, there's a white glove in there. But, I buy these when I find good deals. I'm not a collector. I'm a stacker. All right, now, with that being said, I do have some collectible pieces. With that being said, I go after the deals. I look on eBay. All right? I look on eBay for the deals. And, and sometimes I can find a little cheaper prices than the coin shop that I work for. 25 cents here, 50 cents here, $1 here. The same type of round, same type of coin. I'm going to do it, my friends. I'm going to save every single dollar I can because I can get me more silver to get in my stack. So yes, I do have some collectible pieces. I have some vintage silver. I don't own many. I don't think I own one Engelhart bar. They're nice. Okay, they're nice. I like the newer stuff too. But I love the Christmas rounds. The Christmas rounds, the Christmas bars. I absolutely love them. I don't have any Halloween bars because every time I look for them, they're too expensive. So I'm going to be going through book number 2 tomorrow. Hopefully I got enough time tomorrow to go book number 2. And hopefully we can pay them out a little bit more. And we will see what the 90% silver produces. We will see what the Morgan dollars to produce with them tomorrow, this next week here. And if we need a little bit more extra time, they'll get a check in the mail. Hopefully we don't need to send them a check in the mail. Hopefully we can get it all processed by they leave hopefully by next Thursday. We will have it all processed. Hopefully. Knock on wood, but hopefully we can get that all processed for them. Yes, this woman was a little bit of pain in the rear end. I saw the comments. Yes, she was a pain in the rear end. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. But we're still going to do the gosh darn right thing for them. You got to sometimes push the envelope back and say, hey, look, don't be a fool here. Let's do the right thing for you. Don't be a fool and not take more money when more money is going to be left on the table. Like I said, yesterday was a very trying day. Very sad day from this guy passing on. It's very sad that other family members that we stack years and years, it's gone in minutes. And, you know, and that is the worst thing of it all. You stack and stack and stack for years. And let me tell you something, my friends. I've seen it so many times. Know people that pass on and they stack and stack and stack for years and years and years. Soon as they pass away, a couple months later, sometimes it's not even a couple months later, family's in there selling it like it's no big deal. Because all they're caring about is the worthless dollar. So you have to make your own decisions. Somebody said in the comment section, do what you want. I'm not going to tell my family anything. It's buried. Good luck finding it. While you place all your hard labor into getting silver, gold, platinum, and copper, why would you want to have that attitude, I would guess, and say, I don't want my family to... Why are you stacking it then? Do you want someone else to find it 15 years later that you don't know? I mean, really think about it. Why not go dig it up then? I'm not really getting on this person's behind, but why not just go dig it up and go have a... Before you pass on, why not go have a heck of a good time? I just don't get that. I just don't get that when someone would say that. I don't know if this person's joking, but really, I mean, it really comes to a point where, why are you even stacking then? You know, if you're not willing to educate your family about silver and gold, and everybody has a different reason why. I get it. I've seen all kinds of different reasons why. I've seen stuff get left behind in homes and somebody else tears down the wall and they find a monster box full of 90% silver. It's not really eagles or anything like that. Or 5-gallon buckets or little jars hidden in the wall of silver. Books behind the staircase people forget about, up in the loft, up in the attic. I've just about seen it all. People forget stuff where they put it. And if you're selling a house, make sure you check every single corner of that house. And make sure someone didn't leave something behind the wall. You know, get yourself one of those little wand metal detectors. They're like $30, my friends. Scan the walls. That might be the best $30 investment you ever made. Because you never know. They sell them on Amazon about $30. I would highly recommend, if you're selling a house that someone's passed on in your family, scan the walls. Do yourself a favor. It might pay itself. You know, you might have to cut a little piece out to grab what's there. You know, maybe hire someone to do it. If you believe there's something left behind, you would know more than I would know. Maybe you don't know. I mean, I've seen stranger things have happened before. And sometimes they're not found until years later. We can't find the original. The owner's passed on. Okay, who sold the house? Can't find that person. And the owner's trying to track these people down, and okay, it becomes yours. And I've seen that too many times too. Check out channel sponsor Pimbex for all your silver, gold, and platinum needs, my friends. They have in stock Random year peace dollars. Very good plus condition. They're calling them very good. It might be better than very good. Some of you have emailed me who's got these, and you've been very, very happy. They're better than very good, some of you said. So, I mean, they're trying to over-deliver. Very good price right now. Every time I do this, last time I did this, they sold out. They're back in stock. Sales are a little bit slow right now. Maybe because of Thanksgiving. Maybe people not paying attention. Get them before silver goes up too much more, my friends. Let Michael and Brian know I sent you. Thank you, Pimbex, for sponsoring this channel, Coin Shop Chris. These are hot right now at the shop, my friends. Morgans are hot right now at the shop. 1964 silver $half are hot. Kenny's, we just got another 1,500 in. Okay, we had about 300 left in stock. $300 face. We sold about 200 face today. They don't last long. Pimbex don't have a lot of these left in stock. They're probably going to get more. But why take the chance and wait for silver to go up to 55, 60 bucks? We're at 51 and change right now, my friends. For the ones that have been sitting on the sidelines, good luck. Keep hoping for that $40 silver. Keep hoping for that $3,500 gold. Keep on wishing. Because December, and we're getting close to the last week of December here. December is a huge delivery month. Watch out for this Friday, my friends. That's the last day. That is the last day of trading day for silver and gold this month. Watch out. Friday is Black Friday as well. People are going to be out there shopping. People are going to be out there not paying attention what the heck's going on. Because they're too worried about the Black Friday deal. Better pay attention this week. Better pay attention tomorrow. Better pay attention on Wednesday. The market's closed on Thursday. The market closes, I believe, at 2 p.m. on Friday. I believe so. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong. And I know if I'm wrong, someone will leave it in the comment section and tell me I'm wrong. That's fine. This is the week to watch. December, could be very, very, very good. We all could have a very happy holiday season. With the dollar term though. Remember, stop thinking about the dollar term. Think about what you can convert back for your silver and gold. Never mind this. Never mind this. Think about what you can get. Food. Housing. Maybe you need a new car. Maybe you need a new blanket. Maybe you need some new stockings. Think about items you can trade with, my friends, with silver and gold. Because it's not about the dollar anymore. We got to get our minds wrapped away from the dollar. The dollar is dying. I've proven that already. And yes, so far, nobody's got back to me showing me proof that stuff is actually getting cheaper. From June of 2025, and I'm talking just food right now. I'm not talking about gasoline, because that is cheaper. We can all see that. That's come down in price, but no one's shown me a shopping list what they bought in June. And those same items are actually cheaper today. Not one person. Kind of surprising that, the news wants to make it out, or some news stations want to make it out. Food's coming down. Food's coming down. Prices are coming down. It's really a shame. Walmart, for an example, is doing about the same Thanksgiving special as they did last year. Feed people for $4. Well, guess what they left out this year? They left out the pie. Probably the most important thing to the meal right there. They left out the pie this year to make about the same price as last year to feed everybody for $4. Well, if you leave out the pie, you can't feed everybody for $4, Walmart. Why did you leave out the pie this year, Walmart? Why couldn't you give a pie away this year? Because it's all about the bottom dollar with the companies. That's all it is. They make it sound good, but they don't tell you what they left out. And that's a true story. You can look it up online. That's a true story. They left out the friggin' pie this year. Shameful, Walmart. Thanks, Walmart, for giving us a great Thanksgiving, but you left out the pie. Thanks a lot, Walmart. We should be ashamed of that, my friends. We know it's not, most of us know. We go to the grocery store, most of us know. Prices are not coming down. They're only going up. Maybe the ones that like to claim prices are coming down, they don't shop themselves. How about that for apples? They don't shop themselves. I hope everybody has a good week. And if you choose to drink this week, please do the rest of us a favor. Don't drive. I don't care if you stay home and get drunk. Go to someone else's and get drunk. That's your business. But don't leave while you're drunk. Don't drink and drive this holiday season. We want to see you back here. So please do the rest of us a favor. Stay off the roads if you're drinking. Thank you for that. Have fun this week. Remember what this holiday is about in America. Thanksgiving. Be thankful what you have. Not about what you could have or you wish you would have done. What you have. Because we still got to get to the rest of this year. We're going to keep on stacking as we can. And stack within your means, my friends. Especially for the new stackers out there. There's a lot of bad information out there. And it is what it is. None of us are experts. But I do want to give a shout out to one particular person. Or a couple different people, I would say. Andy Scheckman, hands down, best information. Lynette Zane, another good person to listen to about silver and gold. But Andy Scheckman, Lynette Zane, Bill Holter, you know, there's David Morgan. There's a bunch of good people out there. And I know I'm missing people's names. I know I'm missing some of these top dogs' names out there. Peter Schiff's another one. You know, we got a lot of good people trying to do the right things. And I'm really trying to think of the other guy from London there. Maybe he's not from London. And I'm trying to, he's you know, Alistair McLeod, another good one to listen to. And there's many more. All right, there's many more top people talking about silver and gold. And we really should be paying attention. Yes, these people, some of these people own businesses. Like Lynette Zane, like Andy Scheckman. They're not trying to pump it up, trying to make you buy from them. They're trying to be legit. Like Andy Scheckman has said, he says, I don't have to waste my time to go on everybody's channel or do my own channel. I want to try to get the truthful information out there. And week after week, he busts his rear end. A lot of people bust their rear end, and some people like to insult them. That's just shameful. Because they're really doing a great deed to help people who are going to listen. And it's just shameful. Some people like to give him an attitude, or give Lynette Zane an attitude. Give me the attitude all you want. I don't care. But when you got people like this, trying to help people out, and you got the trolls that come in, well, yeah, they can boot them out. They can hide them from the channel. Yeah, I'm sure they do. And sometimes Andy Scheckman gets a little too worked up with the trolls. And I get it. I get it. Especially trying to do a live stream and something comes up and it just makes you cringe. But Andy Sheckman will be alright. Lynette Zane will be alright. Check out my good friend Annie Oakley's channel. I'll put the link to the latest video that she's done in the comment section below. Her and her family are hard-working American farmers. We got to support our local farmers all seasons long. Don't forget about your local farmers, my friends, this holiday season. We got to support our local farmers. They're the ones who feed us. Some people don't realize that. Some people think, oh, your food comes from the supermarket. Well, it does. But how did it get to the supermarket? Because of your local farmers. Maybe they're not sold local. Maybe they're across the country. But we all need to eat. And the farmers grow our food. Maybe they grow grains to feed animals that feed us. It's all part of the food chain, my friends. We got to support our local farmers. So thank you, Annie Oakley. And to your husband. And to your family that busts your rear ends out on the farm every single day. You guys don't get enough support from any of us. Really. And they're out there busting their behinds. I support them. I know there's a bunch of you have already joined Annie Oakley on her channel. She really appreciates it. I hope we can get more people that go support her channel. So thank you again, Annie, for starting your own channel. Tell us what it's like, life on the farm. Keep up the good work, Annie. To the next video. Crazy Coin Shop Chris is out.